I don't remember life without Isaiah.
I remember when she found out she was pregnant, she called a family meeting. After Isaiah was born, Danecia was really sick. She was hospitalized several times.
All I knew is that I felt like I was gonna die. We went immediately to the hospital and they did an echo and they told me that my heart worked at 25%. It looks like heart failure. I guess I didn't know what it meant for me or for my child.
I didn't know anything about her disease, the I think peripartum cardiomyopathy. I never knew that young people were affected by it until it happened to her.
As a new mother, I was 23 years old when I was diagnosed, and I had a brand new baby, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And I felt pretty good for some years until about 2016, I had a stroke.
When I noticed something was wrong with her, I started crying.
I just remember that I couldn't speak. And from a lot of the people that I've seen that had experienced strokes, I was worried about how was I going to be able to care for Isaiah.
Danecia had a second stroke at the emergency room. It meant she was running out of time. They sent her to a specialist in Oklahoma City. We were hoping she would get a heart while she was there, but instead, she came home with an LVAD, which is a machine that helps to keep your heart beating. The LVAD ran on batteries, which was scary, but it was her lifeline. It kept her heart going for almost a year. Then, on September 25th, 2017,
that night, Isaiah and I were gonna go to bed, and I got a call from Oklahoma City, and they told me, well, we've accepted a heart on your behalf.
when the call came, Isaiah called me immediately and said, "My mom got a heart." And I said, "You're kidding." And he said, "No, she's on the phone crying right now."
I always knew I was gonna get the heart because I had to be here for Isaiah. I was nervous. I was scared because as a mother, I knew that this could be the last time that I saw him, that I smelled him. We just went down and I told him, "I'll see you when I get back."
When I first heard her new heart beating, it was so strong and so powerful. I was just like, wow, and I knew that the heart was from a teenager.
When the doctor explained to me that I needed a transplant, my thought was somebody would have to give their life for me to live. And I just pray that I live in a way that would be pleasing to her, that would make her proud, to say she's powered by me, But I'm just extremely grateful for that gift.
And I also, think it's very important that, research continue because not everybody gets to make it home. So there's research that's needed and funding that's still needed so that people can return home to their families and live a successful life.
We all need to be educated to know the signs and the symptoms to look for. If we don't know, then there's just going to be more people and more families that can be destroyed by this disease. So I would say just give and donate so everybody can know and be aware. Dear donor family, my name is Danecia, and I am the recipient of your loved one's heart. The words thank you cannot express the appreciation that I feel for the gift of life my donor has given me. I also want to express my heartfelt sympathy for the loss of your loved one. I'm a single mother of a 9-year-old son. 1 year ago, I was questioning how much time I had left with my son and making arrangements as to who would care for him in my absence. I had suffered from congestive heart failure since his birth. He had never known me to be healthy. Since the transplant, your gift beats strongly inside my chest. Not a day goes by without me being deeply grateful for a second chance at life. I look forward to each day with my son, and I look forward to the future and hope to live in a way that will make my donor proud. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, a grateful recipient.